Hello everyone. Been sitting down here crafting for a while and realized I could have had this on and been doing some of it while I was talking to all of you. But been really busy lately. Been with the daycare getting ready for Mother's Day, and then the girls had some tests at school, and then a few weeks ago my husband had a heart attack, so we've been trying to keep him healthy and doing everything he's supposed to do, and being like most people doesn't want to follow the rules, so stressing me out just a little. But right now I'm trying to just get some ephemera done for these 3 journals I've been working on. I got a 4th one I'm doing at the same time, and that one was actually promised to a woman that I used to scrapbook for, and I told her I'd have it done by next week. So I've been trying to finish all of them by next week, in between doing some on my own, journaling in mine, and keeping up with some stuff we've been doing here. We actually, Friday, I took Thursday and Friday off. Kind of took Thursday off for a mental health day, and then took Friday off and took my girls and went up to Pella, Iowa for their Tulip Festival. And we had never been to that. If I can, I'll try to slip in some pictures. I'm not quite sure how to do that, but I'll try and show you. And show you some pictures of those. We almost went the week before because my tulips were blooming. I thought, well, are they still going to be blooming next week? And we got to see other stuff while we were there with the festival actually going on, so it was not like we didn't get to see stuff. But I was kind of correct. By the time we got there this weekend for the actual festival, a lot of the tulips were past their pretty prime and on their way out, and a few beds were actually gone. The petals had already fallen off. I think they were supposed to have their festival last week, and I'm not sure, but somebody said they had to change it for some other reason going on. And I sew this real quick. Going up to Pella, it was still fun. It was a nice getaway, change, and the girls have been stressed with some tests at work or at school and stuff, so it was actually kind of nice to let them play hooky for a day and enjoy some family time. We took the tour of Pella too, and really it's only about 3 hours from us, and I've never really been in that area, so it was kind of nice to go, and I'm kind of wishing I had gone sooner. Next year, we're going to go again, and then if they do their Tulip Festival just a bit later, I think we'll go up early and miss the actual festival part and just see the flowers and stuff. Me and the girls really like the flowers. My mom planted a lot of tulips and irises and stuff growing up, so the tulips were kind of a happy thing for me, getting to see all those. It was still fun. There was a lot of them. I can't believe how many they plant. And then on the tour, the guy was telling us, so there's one tag for a page. the guy was telling us that they actually, at the end of the year, they always, here it is. They always dig up the tulips, and the locals and stuff get chances of getting those. And then in the spring, they plant, or is it fall? Fall or spring, they plant all new ones. And then that way they make sure they get the right blooming time and the proper colors that they want, which I thought was kind of cool. But a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work. Oops, I measured the wrong way. I hope everybody, I'm actually filming this on Mother's Day. My girls were taking a break and doing some last minute homework, so I thought I'd come down here and play for a while and try to get a few more pieces done. That way they were ready to go. I think I'm gonna use one of these. I don't know if anybody noticed on one of my last videos, it drove me crazy trying to get the corners. Need to get like a old credit card or a gift card or something and do that, although this is working too. Whoops. Drives me crazy when they're not straight. OCD, I guess, when they're not the same. Okay. I also, there's one day, a week or so ago, I don't think I've done a video for well over a week. I was sick a couple days. We had a slight bug go through the childcare, and I don't like playing with any of my crafting stuff because it's hard to sanitize it for one, and the other, you know, it goes to somebody else's place. I don't want anything going with it in the mail. So I stay clear when I'm not feeling good. It was fast, whatever it was. It was just a real mild virus. Thank goodness for that. I think that's the only thing we've really had here, though. And I need a tab of some sort on that. Maybe. Thought I had some others, but we'll use this one. Got a chance to do some of the master boards, and that was fun. Me and the girls were, or the girls and I were watching some TV, and so we were just kind of messing around and played around with it. I didn't think I'd like it, honestly, but I had so many scraps, I had to get it done, or use some of them up. And so I've been trying to do some of this and make pockets and other ephemera with it. And might hang some for that after it dries. There's that one. These photos, these are kind of fun. These are from Pink Monarch Prints. I've been having a good time with those. I'll show you some other ones I've been doing, but she's got some neat old-time photos. Why is it the old-time photos just seem like their pictures were so much more classy than ours are today? They're just, I love old photos. Kind of like the one I did of my mom a few videos ago. It turned out really good, and I chose one of her older ones. But these are also from the Pink Monarch Prints I've been having. I like her. You can print them whatever size you want, but I like the way these printed off. Need one for these ladies. Can't read and talk at the same time, obviously. I saw one earlier that I liked, but now I'm wondering, Can't remember which one it was. Any ideas? Here's some that's cut in lines. I know I used a few of them already. How about we just memories? I think we'll just do memories on this one. A few of the days I kind of took off too. I just kind of, have you ever gotten that mode where you just need time to yourself and quiet and no talking, no nothing? I don't get that too often with my teenagers. They kind of keep me moving, that's for sure. Added a little bit of lace to it. I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff on everybody using up their scraps. I decided, you know, I probably should get some of mine done too. You know, I like it up there. I think I can trim that off. I wonder if I can do that. Take a little bit of my, hopefully I don't blunder it up. See if that worked. I don't really want it across. There you go, that works good. Might have to trim it just a little bit more, but that'll be okay. I hope everybody's having a good Mother's Day. Ours has just been kind of just relaxing around the house. I had fell behind on laundry with all the school activities, and seems like school's never ending anymore. But they're both doing really good, and we're almost, in our area, we're one of the last schools to actually get out for summer vacation because of our school days. For some reason, our school didn't want to do the virtual as much, which they were set up for. It kind of upsets me a little that they didn't utilize that a little bit more. But so there's that one. So that one's finished. This one's a Tim Holtz. You know, and I'm like really into the paper piecing right now, or books, using book pages. And I did on some of my, I don't usually like tearing books apart. I know sometimes it's just inevitable to get your book pages. I try to only use books that either have misprints. My husband writes a little bit, and then we'll get a book that has misprints in it. So really is no use for it, but to repurpose it. And then I try to, when I get other books, I try to get the ones that are what I kind of call hopeless, and it either cost way too much to repair them, or it's just that they just are not repairable. And so I usually put a little ad out for antique books that are, are beyond repair damage, or what they consider beyond repair. There are a couple I've gotten before that I have gotten and I did repair them. And so they're actually on my shelf upstairs. So if they're worth repairing, I'll do that on the old books, because I love books. The childcare books, I have a couple thousand. I got way too many for that. There's that one. I did a double pocket on this one. And I may decorate the pockets a little bit more later, but right now I'm just trying to get the pockets themselves decorated and added up. And this one here is one of the Pink Monarchs. And then this one's a Tim Holtz. That's right here. I've got tons of Tim Holtz. I love him. And then reorganizing my craft room, because we changed spots from up in the loft down here to the basement. And I end up having doubles of a lot of it. So I'm trying to use up some of it. And then a few of it I'm saving. Some of these I'm really liking. It's like, I don't want to put them in the journals I'm letting go, but I need to get them done, so I can always refer back to my videos and redo some if I want them. Been watching a lot of, I think there's Roxy and Corey and Gail using up their bundles. I did a lot of that when I wasn't feeling good because I didn't want to be down here with my stuff and watching them. They have some really good ideas. Need to do that with some more of my scraps because I probably have 2 to 3 totes of scraps to use up. And this one, I'm just going to use as a, oops, I forgot to put her piece on there. She just looked at piece sitting there. Kind of like when I took I think it was Thursday. I took one day off while the girls were, they had school Thursday, so I just kind of took a 1-hour road trip all by myself and just listened to the radio and relaxed a little bit. It's kind of nice to do that sometimes. When I was younger, I would take off, me and some friends, we would take a spinner off of the Twister game, and we would put right, left, straight, and then turn around on there, and at each intersection, or when we got close to one, we'd spin it, and then we'd see how far, and we always maxed it out to where we would drive this, okay, we're gonna drive for an hour, and then we can drive an hour back home. And so we got lost a couple times. Now with the stuff on your phones, it's easier to get back if you get lost. I keep saying I'm gonna play that game with my girls one day. But anyway, this one I just made into a journal card. And then I may sew around it. I haven't quite decided yet. It looks good the way it is though too. So I could do it that way. And then here's some others that I've done. This one is another journal card. And I think, I haven't decided if I'm putting a tab on that one or not. I kind of like it the way it is, but a tab would be nice too. So I may change my mind when I'm done. But this is another one of the pink monarchs. And then here is one of the Tim Holtz, and then one of his tags in the back. And I believe the little tiny brads are from Tim Holtz as well. And then the 3 ladies. And then I just took a tea-dyed deal, and to reinforce it up here, where is that? It's a slot punch. It actually punches a slot that goes across there. And to reinforce it, I put a piece of book paper and then a little piece of the matching cardstock on there. And then I just stapled it and put that there. And then I'll just glue that down. And there is a sliding pocket there as well. And then this one is a Tim Holtz, and book pages from a book, and then some cheesecloth. Another one of Pink Monarch's words. And then I love these birds, so I didn't want to cover them up, so I just did a half journal spot on that. And then if they wanted to, they could journal on that with dark pen, or they could actually put more tea-dyed paper if they want. And then I just used lace for the tag on that one. And then that one will slide back. And then I have, this one is a paper bag, and it was too long for my page because my pages are this long. So I cut it down to where it fit comfortably. And then I'll put that in there, and I might leave it to where I can slide another tag along the side here too. And then I'll add string to this tag. Actually, I could probably do that real quick. As we're sitting here. And this is just twine from Michael's. Might double that one long ways. I was in an auction and got a bunch of these tags. Some of them looked older, and a lot of them I tea-dyed anyway, though, even though they did look older. But The guy was an auctioneer somewhere and retired, and him and his wife were moved to an assisted living home. And so I got a pretty good sized box of those. So I took a piece of cardstock and put that here. This is one of the pink monarchs pictures. Then I got a tag that goes behind there. And then I did the same thing with this tag that slides into the paper bag. I just put a piece of cardstock over there and I just folded it in half. And then I zigzagged it on there and also glued it. And then this is a burlap ribbon. And it's the Berwick. And I believe this was also at Hobby Lobby in their floral area. But it's a real nice texture. And it's not overly bulky. Even bit in half, it's not bad at all. And then that'll slide behind. And then I got more of this black paper left over my scraps too, so I may take another piece and make another tag that'll float in and out of there. It's kind of silly not to. So we'll put that on there. So that'll make that page. Then I did have some extra stuff, scrap-wise. So I was trying to find some uses for some of it, because some of them are little pieces. And so I just took pieces that are left over and I kind of sewed around the edge to where you could add some sewing to your pages without having to actually remove your pages, or you could put them next to a photo, use them as a, let's see where that's at. Use it as a photo frame or underneath for as that goes. And go that way. You got your ribbon. And all I did on this was take a piece of, I think all my long ones I used on my board, but I just took and bent them back and forth in different levels. And so it kind of looked like lace. And I did that all the way down and just did a zigzag all the way down it so you could add different pieces that way. I just did that to a few of the scraps that can be added in. These can be tucked into the journals to send with them, so if they wanted to add some to some of the pages, they can. And then these here were dyed coffee dyed paper, and I just took strips of them that were left over after cutting some pages down, bent them in half, and then did a sew around the edge. And these could either be used as a belly band or as a use them as a belly band in the middle, or you can slip them to the side for a tuck spot. Either one. And that's stuff you can send with the journal too, so if they want to add more stuff in, they can. And by bending it half, and some of them are actually bent in half just part of the way, but it's still pretty sturdy. Like this one's doubled, and I mean it's really sturdy. So you could do that to send with journals. And I like to send little extra scrap pieces in a little Ziploc or in one of the pockets. And then that way if they want to add some more pages themselves, they can do that. Then sometimes I'll send a little bit of extra lace and goodies like that. And then on my master boards that I haven't decided what I'm doing with these yet. I want to cut them down, but I think I might want to copy them first. But this is one of them. It's got some papers. I've had these two forever. I'm not sure where they're for. This one I think was Hobby Lobby. This one's a Tim Holtz paper. And then I just, took my different strips from cutting pages down. And actually, it goes this way. The writing, I tried to get all the writing going in the same direction. But just put it on there. And right now it's on white cardstock. But that would be easy to just glue on a piece of coffee dyed paper. And then cut that down into scraps and go that way. Or you could even put another piece of double-sided paper on the back of that. Then this one here, this is a wedding book I did for somebody that had the keys. So I got the keys, some older, it's not real old music, but it was older. I wanted some that wasn't as yellow as this, so it stood out a little bit more. Now this one here, I can't remember who it was that I saw do, they had matte medium. I thought I brought it down with me, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I found it. They had some matte medium, and then they put burnt umber mixed with water, and they took that over the top. And I think after I've copied this, instead of doing this with water and then the matte medium, I might actually take a little bit of the matte medium in one of my jars and add just like a drop of the burnt umber and do that over the top and see if it antiques it a little bit. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night after I get off work, and give that a go and copy this during the day and see how that works. Either way, I'm probably going to go over them with maybe a matte medium before I cut them up into, just to make sure. I did the glue stick. I'll be quite honest. I don't like glue sticks, and I don't think they like me much. But I did use them on these, and I have to admit, I did put them underneath a book to flatten them out. But see how this one's lifting up a little bit? I'm not keen on it. I don't know if I love it. It just doesn't seem, and I tried to do it fast before it dried, but it just didn't seem to hold to me. And so maybe it's, if anybody's got a better idea on glue stick, maybe the Gorilla Glue stick wasn't the one to use. I'm not a glue stick expert. I use liquid glue even with the childcare because I know they're going to have to use it in school. I know some of them will use the glue sticks in school, but for the most part, they use the liquid. So I try to condition them to that right away. But it looks like, I mean, for the most part, maybe it's just parts maybe I didn't cover very well. So I'll go through and check that out before I mean, it's holding, I guess. Maybe it was just one spot and I missed it. But anyway, I'll probably go over all of them with the matte medium before I actually cut them up into tags. Or I might, I think was it Roxy or Corey? I can't remember. I actually saw it on Gail's where they cut it in half and they did the material or what have you in the middle, and they folded them and actually made like flip books with them to put into the journals. I might cut it down and make smaller ones of those that'll actually fit in pockets and do that, or just cut them down a little bit, because if I fold it in half, it'll be the same size as this, so it'll need to be a little bit smaller, so I'd have to chisel it down a little bit. But I like that idea too, so I might do that. And then here's some butterfly that I had. I really like this paper, and to be honest, I cannot remember where I got that, and I wish I did. I might have to do some searching and see if I can find it, but I really like that. And then I did some more of the paper. And again, I like it, but I kind of wish the paper would have been just a little darker. The other music I had was the exact same color of this, which might have been okay, but I wanted some translucent difference. So I might try the burnt umber trick on that as well. We'll see what happens. Go from there. But anyway, those are my first few masterboards, and I have to say, I did not think I would like it, and we actually had fun sitting and doing them. So I'll probably do more scraps that way to come up with different types of tags. I think it'd be nice to come up with a different looking tags rather than just using the same paper all the time. But, well, I suppose I need to actually really clean my desk now that I've got these done and got some ephemera done, and I got some others done, but I already glued those into one of the books that's going to go out soon. These will go into the 3 books that I have that will go on Etsy as soon as they're finished. My goal is to hopefully have those finished in the next probably week to 2 weeks, and then I'll list those. I want to get some more pockets and tags in there. I want to leave some room so they've got room to do some of their own. Whoever gets them, if they decide they want more added, I can do that as I go. And I think, oh, there was one more thing I did. I'll show you these real quick. These were fun. Me and my girls did these probably about a year ago. And I'll be honest, I do not know where I got these because it's been so long ago. Now, the tickets, I know I got those at one of the, wasn't Hobby Lobby. I have to think of the store that we've got here in Omaha that I got these from. But it was like a little game shop where you could buy trinkets and stuff like that. But I'll look that up. But and I'll try to look these up too. These were domino pieces. And I know it was well over at least a year ago that we did these. But we just took pieces. I punched this. I got a punch that punches this shape, and I can look that up for you too if anybody wants to know. And we punched those out. Actually, I got it right here. That one is a Stampin' Up! Stamp. So it comes out. They've got different sizes too, so you can actually make those smaller. And I did that out of card tag. And then I covered that up with music. And then I can't remember what they used to call this yarn. Eyelash yarn, I think maybe is what that was called. So that's what's behind there. And then just some lace. And this lace is, I want to say, from the Dollar Tree. The Floral Garden. I think you can get that lace at Dollar Tree. If you don't have a local Dollar Tree, let me know because I'll help you out and get that. And then, like I said, the dominoes. Then there was some of the, you can get the, I think this might have even been Dollar Tree. If it wasn't, it was Hobby Lobby, where it's got the jeweled stuff and just snipped off different pieces and done on them. But all of them have, I believe all of them have the paper clips. Yeah, they do. And then go on there. So each one we did different. This one I did with a metal and put a key on it. The keys and the rounds, I got those on Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, on Amazon in bulk. And then these little wooden nature buttons, that was a year ago. I can try to look up on my Amazon and see where I got those, but they were nature print buttons that are on those. Hopefully this is focusing so you can actually see that. But they're like wooden buttons is what those are. And then some of these pictures were dominoes. Some of them I just sized way down. But anyway, we made those a long time ago. Jenna reminded me of those, so I was searching those and found them in one of my totes. And so a few of these will go in those boxes as well. But anyway, most of these ideas are stuff that I think all of us have either done or we've all seen, but it's kind of fun to see everybody's different ways of doing them, the different papers they like. You can always tell what one person leans to more than another, and it's kind of fun. It just is. Not much else I can say about that, but well, you guys all have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.